I'm Dr. Quinn, and today I'm going to talk about why you should leave a helmet on after a car collision with a bike. Before you can understand the purpose of leaving a helmet on, let me first describe the physiology and anatomy of your cervical spine or your neck. Your neck has 7 cervical vertebrae, which are the bones of your neck, each of which have a hole or canal for the spinal cord to run through. Your spinal cord contains all of the nerves for your entire body. In your neck muscles, all of the nerves for your upper extremities, for your arms and for your upper back and neck, come out of your spinal column and go down into your arm, elbow, wrist, and hand. It provides sensation and movement to your shoulder, neck, and back. Higher up in the neck, you have the nerves that actually control breathing. Injuries to the cervical spine can result in loss of function of your arm, loss of sensation in your arm, pain, and at worst, fatalities due to lack of ability to breathe. Most studies have shown that cyclists experiencing car crashes or injuries actually have neck injuries at the C5 or above level, which is mid-neck or above, which is actually where fatalities tend to occur most. So it's important that if you find someone who has been in a car crash or down on the street, that you do not move their neck at all. What is important to do to assess a cervical spine injury is first actually check and make sure they're breathing, obviously call 911, and then ask the patient if they're conscious, if they could feel you touching their hands or if they can move their fingers. If they have movement in their hands or their fingers, we know that it's highly unlikely that at this time they have a high-level cervical spine injury. You also don't know the patient's pre-existing medical status, so they might already have a neck injury or a neck issue that has been going on, and so you really don't want to make that any worse. So most importantly, you make sure you call 911, make sure that the patient's breathing is not affected, and you leave the helmet on. Now, let me give you an example as to what would happen if you tried to take the helmet off. You're going to tweak the neck even further. You might cause increased cervical spine injury that, again, the patient hasn't had yet, or that they had a pre-existing condition of. You don't even want to try to remove the strap because you do not want any extra movement in the neck that is unnecessary. So trying to remove the helmet, while it might seem nice and a nice thing to do, you might actually cause the patient further harm and cause a spinal cord injury that hasn't yet happened.